Hi, I'm Pete, and this is a Champions Cube Store unboxing. Now, Champions used to be called 51 More Fun, and he's calling himself Champions now, which is great. And maybe these puzzles out at the front here will give you an idea of what I'm expecting. These are all they're cubic puzzles, but they all turn in kind of interesting and unique ways. And I really like this sort of puzzle. Where it looks cubic, but if there's some special way that it turns. This one you might not even know how it would turn when you're first looking at it. This is the helicopter cube, and I understand it was a collaboration between two designers, but it was Jason Smith that was selling these. I bought this one from basically Jason Smith. He was selling them in an online shop at one point, but this one, it was quite the ordeal actually to get it, because it ended up going through eBay, I think is how he ended up doing it. It took quite a while to get this from him, but I did get it from Jason. Alright, so keep that in mind as we unbox these puzzles from Champions. Now, I don't normally pay a lot. I'd like to pay a lot for shipping. I'll use China Post or whatever, but for some reason, I get where Champion is located or something. It costs more to use China Post than DHL, or the other courier companies. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna open this up. Now, this is my first time using DHL, and I sort of found out that they don't have an agent in my city, which is, I found out, and it took an extra day basically to get to me, because they tried to deliver and I wasn't around. But still, it was pretty fast. Okay, so I ordered 4 puzzles whenever I order from Champions. 51 More Fun. I always get more than just the one puzzle I'm going for. So there we go. And let's see here. What was the one? Okay. Well, we'll get all these out. A couple of WitEden puzzles. And let's see. ShengShou puzzle. And this one. Okay, so this is the mystery puzzle that, and I'll just set it over here. That's the one that I started to order, and of course I had to have, these puzzles had to have some, this one had to have some company on the long trip over from China. So, ShengShou, this is the ShengShou Aurora, so it's a slightly less expensive puzzle than the regular ShengShou. So I just got it just to see how it was. This says 3rd generation track cube here. Need some better light. ShengShou 3x3, and let's see what else is on there. Well, a whole lot of Chinese writing. Anyone who can read that, you're welcome to tell me what that all says. Okay, as usual, 0 to 6. So if you're 7, you're golden. You can solve this puzzle then, I guess. Okay, and then there is some English on here, but it's kind of covered by a label. But basically, okay, so it's saying that it's a very nice puzzle. Okay. Make the players feel even more powerful. Achieve your outstanding results. Okay, so that's the speed cube, isn't it? All right. I'll just open this up. So this is the ShengShou Aurora. And, okay, got a solution manual in here. Well, that's going to show me how to solve the puzzle. It's actually in Chinese and English. Okay, we'll have to look at that later. That should be interesting. Okay, so there we go. Wow. Okay, that's actually quite nice. It's a little that side's nice, and then the other ones, yeah, okay. It just I don't know how to describe it. It's a little sticky, as if maybe there's too much lube, or the tensions have to be set. Yeah, that side's nice. That side's nice, so maybe just have to do some tensioning there or something like that. So I don't. Okay. And I can't get an edge out. Okay, so that's what the edge looks like. Corner. There you go. Okay. Man who can get his puzzle apart but not back together, eh? Okay, so there's some sort of track on here, some sort of groove in the edges and corners. It's an interesting detail. I've seen that in some of the other 3x3s, especially the inexpensive ones. Okay, we got that one in there, and let's put that one in. Okay, and I managed to pop a cap off of it, which is interesting. Sort of have a cap on the top of this. Okay, so yeah, so that's the ShengShou Aurora, and you know, it's not a top shelf speed cube, but I think this is a pretty good puzzle, and certainly be good for a beginner or you know, someone like me who's really not a super duper speed cuber. Yeah, that's a nice. It's got nice turning on it. You know, whatever. Yeah, really not much in the way of corner cutting, but yeah, you get a little bit. Yeah, not much. All right, so ShengShou. I got the two WitEden puzzles. This is the 2x2x4. These are not the camouflage cubes. These are just basic cuboid puzzles. And you know, I kind of like I like cuboids, and you know, I got these basically because I was placing the order, and this company stocks them. So I really don't know what to expect here. Oh my. Well, I sure did. Oh, piece of the box. Okay, that's fair enough. So, okay, so this is very similar to the AI type cube then that I had before. So it's just a nice tiny little cuboid. Nice to have for trips and stuff like that. Okay, so it seems to work reasonably well. Fairly smooth here. Nice pocket size. I like that. All right, and next up, the 4x4x2. So this is the 4x4x2. So it's just the complementary version of the this other one. And again, it's not a camouflage puzzle. It's just a cuboid. Okay, so I like these kind of cuboid puzzles. It should shapeshift. Yeah, indeed. Okay, and yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Seems just a little wobbly. Oh, okay, because the pieces aren't capped at all. At least the middle layer pieces. Yeah, both the middle layer. Wow. Okay, so you got uncapped on uncapped. Alright, well that's what makes it so hollow and clicky sounding. Who knows, maybe that's just the way to make a puzzle that people can afford. I would really prefer to see them capped, but you know, I guess the question is how much more would we pay for them? You know, is it worth an extra $10 or $10? Sorry. Alright, well it turns reasonably well. I think it has to be lined up carefully. Stickers on this one seem to be better than the last couple of WitEden puzzles I got, so definitely happier with that, with the stickering. Okay, well, okay, that's the these are the puzzles that I got to go along with this one. Now, this puzzle is from Land, but it's really hard to see. Oh, okay. I take it back. They're calling it Z cubes. I had understood it was from Land, but okay, we'll go with Z cubes. And let's see what else it says on here. Well, there's a little code on here. I don't know if you can scan that and see what it says. Maybe it'll take you to their website. 0 to 3, don't use it. So if you're 4, you're golden. And you really, there's a window here where you really can't see what's in that window. So, wow, this is very interesting packaging. I'll let you take a look at that if you can read it. Okay, because it really doesn't say what's in there. All right, let's open this up. And whew, there we are. All right, what we have here, very interesting looking puzzle. Comes in a plastic bag. Okay, really sparkly stickers. So this is the puzzle that I was going for, and let's see here. It actually turns very nicely. Okay, might need just a little bit of lube, but not so bad at all. Straight out of the box here, and we see it has these gold stickers on some of the faces, so that's kind of a cool feature. So in order to figure out how this what this puzzle is, because it's an edge turner, right? So let's take a look at our other edge turner that was in my opening lineup, and that is the helicopter cube. Okay, if I turn the let's see if I get this correct. Yeah, if I turn this edge on the helicopter cube, you'll see we have two triangular pieces and then 2 corners that move. If I turn the corresponding edge on this puzzle, you see we have the 2 triangular pieces that move, but we don't have any corners. The corners are truncated. Okay, so what we have here is a truncated helicopter cube, and it's being called on the website a corner-cutted helicopter cube. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, I think it's turning pretty nicely out of the box, and the stickers are very nice. It seems to be like a really high quality puzzle, so I'm actually pleased with that. At one point it was on a website and sort of indicated that it was Land, but it somehow seems to be a little higher quality than what they normally produce. Anyway, now this will be a very easy puzzle to solve, because basically you have a helicopter cube where you're only solving the inner pieces, not the corners. But easy puzzles to solve, it's nothing new. Here's another very easy puzzle to solve, and that is the Dino Cube, the Pillow Dino that Calvin is selling. That's a very trivial puzzle to solve. So, not every puzzle has to be a brain buster, and this one will be a lot of fun, because you can solve it without having to worry about those corner algorithms at the end, as you do on the helicopter cube. So, so this is great. I'm glad I got this. Now, there's a little bit of history behind this, so let me try and explain it as best I can. This puzzle was originally put on the HK Now store, and it was announced in Twisty Puzzle Forum, and then there were some accusations that this was a knockoff. Okay, theories that this was a knockoff. So basically, Calvin took it off of the HK Now store, and so as far as I know right now, it's available on Champions. I don't know where else it's available. Now, is it a knockoff? Well, here's the thing. I believe it was Jason Smith that created the helicopter cube, along with a partner. I bought this from him directly, and it was kind of complicated because he's actually not really selling them on his website anymore. You have to kind of go through eBay, and it took a while to get this. As far as I know, he's not selling one of these. So, and if he does start selling one, I'll buy one of his. Actually, I'll buy 2 of his. So, if you want to have a cornerless helicopter cube, this is the only one that's available on the market. Okay, so is it a knockoff? It's pretty. To me, it's a stretch to call a puzzle that doesn't exist until the company makes it a knockoff. It's not like they've snatched a design that Jason Smith was working on. Now, if he was working on one, of course, it would be a knockoff. So, in which case, I'd buy a puzzle that he would come out with in the next few months. It reminds me of the movie Minority Report, where people were charged with future crime. Right? This is a future knockoff. That's my stand on it. Of course, I absolutely would not want to buy a puzzle, say something like this, that is available on the market, even if it's hard to get, and buy a cheaper version of it. I don't consider that to be fair or right. For example, this Scube here, this Holy Scube, I got it from Efforts. It's it's probably a cheaper version of it available, but I like the original puzzles. I like the high quality ones. So of course I'm going to buy the ones that that the designers sell. The Tom Z Curvy Copter, certainly there are cheaper knockoffs, but I bought the original because it was available. So that's how I came to have this. Is that there is no one selling one of these, and I wanted one. And as you can see, I enjoy this type of puzzle, this kind of strange turning cubic puzzle. All right, I think I may have be pushing the limits of the term cubic now, but anyway, I enjoy this sort of thing, and so that's why I got it. All right, well that's it for my Champions Cube Store unboxing. So I got my cornerless helicopter cube, or corner cutted helicopter cube as they're calling it. I don't know the manufacturer. It says a Z Cube on the box, and I guess that's what we'll go with. All right, well, as always, I welcome your comments, your feedback, your questions. I really enjoy reading everything you write. And yeah, well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.